Frank, he was in Timbuktu. He was in the village, his name Atar, and is behind in the north of Timbuktu. And after, for his first trippings, he passing very well in the desert, and he enjoy really the desert of our country, the Sahara of our country. And the second times he was coming and he crossing the desert, he didn't know arriving between at the camp he was going, and after he was killed by the bad peoples like Quadane. Frank is one guy, he have a big love of the Sahara, of our country Sahara. Before the Sahara is a very big deserts, and where the Nomad people live, and there Frank, he was all time be of them and talked, and he speak Arabic language and he speak Tuareg language. Exactly before that times Frank was, before our country, he was one country long time ago, is a peace place, and everybody he's free in the Sahara. The European people crossing all the desert of my country, the Sahara country. And after being, the times was very hard times, been like the terrorist was coming and everything, that once he was the something very hard. And that times, the second times of the tripping of Frank, he was killings by all kind of peoples in the desert. Before anybody, he cannot, the Nomad people live in the desert, before he helped them and he make for them all his best. Before somebody, he talked your language and he have a love to be of you in the deserts. He have a wind times and cold times, and it's very different of his country, and he come at your country. That one you keep him like your brother, and that one the Nomad people keep Frank like brother, and he never forget about his name, and he keep all time at the mind the name of Frank. It's true for them, Frank is not killings, or all time Frank is survive of, he's still survive in the line. For the government of my country was very, very not really happy about the bad things he was getting about Frank. Before Frank was give big love of our country, and also for the Sahara, the Nomad peoples. And the government make all the research, make all the security to find about who he make that bad things, and he didn't find. Before he know just these peoples, he make it like Al-Qaeda people make around the things. The people know really very nice men and very famous men before he have a big love of our country, and he liked our country before he was before. It's not everybody he cross the desert by self at the camel. Any European he did not make like how Frank make it. Before the first times Frank crossing the desert by self, and he have his own photograph, all his stuff to make information to take to see how the Nomad people live in the Sahara, and that is most interesting. It's not everybody he make that once in our country. Of course, everybody he have a big respect for Frank, and he never, for them, for us also never think so Frank is died. All time Frank is our mind, you see. That's most interesting. And he did not get luck, and just now I meet you to Mauritania, I meet you, and he was talked about Frank. Is that once you tell me, you know, Frank, I tell you, I know very well before he was in my country in Mali.